Anytime I wear like any kind of throwback baseball jersey or whatever, it makes me feel like I'm a member of the St. Lunatics and I'm in a rap video with Nelly in St. Louis and we're in front of the arch. Batter up.
I remember that song, dude.
You got Air Force Ones? You got to stomp
those, yeah. Get the stomping in my Air Force One. I got New Balances on right now, though.
Yeah.
How old are you?
34.
Oh, okay, so we're like in the same age. So you get Nelly in the same age.
Yeah,
you got the Air Force Ones like dialed in immediately.
I grew up in Utah, to be honest. I was talking to a buddy here. I was like, I feel like Chappelle's Show and Nelly were my introduction to like black culture and everything like that. So like,
you get a couple interesting ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So Utah is very white.
Fucking remembered it, Derek.
You did.
Got it in. Okay, first thing. This is my new thing that I enjoy. What is the name of this Beanie Baby right here? You feel now
you're doing this thing. He did this to me on an episode
you can't pick it up because the ass tag has the name, so you got to kind of visually inspect from.
So I gotta try to guess the name.
Yeah.
Of the Clifford looking Beanie Baby.
Yeah.
But it's
Clifford,
probably not Clifford because that'd be a copyright.
It is not.
I want to take a swing at it too. He did this to me on the last episode.
That's why
I got off by one letter, but it is difficult. He will give you a hint though if you want at least one hint.
This one is self-explanatory. Okay. You get 3 cuts.
I'm gonna call him. Can I take a swing or do you want to take one more swing?
You can go first.
Woofy?
Go, take it. Woofy?
Woofy, dude. Like woof.
Mr. Woofers?
There's so many dogs and Thai Beanie Babies. Woofy. The only reason he's saying that is because last time he wanted to call a snake like Hector or something, and I'm like, bro, these things have a certain way they're named.
Hector.
Like there's Easter bunnies.
You got to do it with an S.
So I said hiss. It ended up being hissy with a Y. That's why I said woofy.
Yeah. But the Easter ones are bunnies, and they're named Hippity, Hoppity, Flippity, and Floppity. So I see where his frame of mind was. Yeah. Okay. I will say, like, you should know this because there's a popular children's game.
Oh, what? Children's game?
He's around the same age as us. If you didn't play this on the playground, like, what the fuck were you doing? Were you eating sand?
Oh,
in the
marbles?
sandbox or something?
No,
how do you get marbles from a dog, Derek?
I didn't play.
You said games.
I don't know. Oh man, I kind of want to try and go off of wordplay off of Clifford, and I can't.
It's red.
The Red Baron, something like that.
Oh,
no, I don't know why I went there.
Red starts with an R. Red Rover, Rover. You never played that game?
Red Rover,
Red
I know.
Arms with other children. Rover.
It's
a red dog.
How
Rover.
the fuck would you know that?
You went on a Clifford side tangent.
Dude, I did. And then I looked at the face and I was like, Snoopy. Like, why do I see Snoopy? Are they going on Snoopy with it?
Ty was knocking everybody off. That's why they're not in business anymore.
They were, dude.
Welcome back to this episode of the Naturals Pod. As always, I'm Uncle Kyle, seated on the other end of the couch in the head-to-toe blue drip, his favorite color, Sweet Derek, the producer.
What's up, Natties? Let's go.
Today, we have a very special guest. We got to witness him just crush it at the most recent WrestleMania with Mike Krasner. Welcome to the show, Tanner Tuttle.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Let's go. Absolutely, dude. Stoked to have you here, man.
Dude, this is fun already. I'm having a blast. Thanks again.
You have to take a Beanie Baby with you on the way out.
I'll see you. You have to. There's more. I'll take one. That's fine.
You don't have to give him a name, though.
Oh, he's gonna get it. That Beanie Baby's getting a name.
So, I have a horribly strange YouTube, Instagram, all social media's algo. How's your algo looking? What kind of stuff are you getting fed?
I like this question.
Usually, I feel like it's a lot of the same stuff. A lot of comedy stuff.
Okay.
And then
a lot of ass and titties.
No,
you avoid. Okay, well, that's
not
good.
really. Yeah,
How did you?
He doesn't get caught in the trap. Dude.
No, and but if it was like that, I would have been to it. No, I get a lot of
like TNA
like
trap.
the comic stuff. A lot of sports shit. Like a lot of like top 10 like ridiculous like cringeworthy plays, stuff like that.
Like a specific sport? Are you a specific sport guy?
A little bit. I like basketball and football, but then baseball does pop up on there as well and stuff. So I watch sports shit all the time, and then I feel that, and then like There's been a bunch of White Lotus shit because like behind the scenes stuff because I've been watching White Lotus.
That Walter Goggins scene, I just sent
dude.
that to him too. That scene is like phenomenal TV, but it's like a what the fuck, dude.
No. Let's get into that now. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Have you seen the whole scene?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I've watched it all, dude, because I was watching it with my girlfriend and like jokingly, like episode 2, I was like, I want those brothers to fuck. I was like, I can't wait to see those brothers fuck each other. And
on YouTube or not YouTube, HBO, anything is possible.
Dude,
yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
because I was just like, they're gonna go, they're in a different country, they're gonna party, something's gonna happen, they're gonna wake up in a bed
Well,
the
didn't
next
you give him a
day.
hand job or
Yeah.
something? That's the whole thing.
Dude.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
I'm never watching the show.
yo.
Dude, so basically, like, Josh Wolf was talking about it. He had a funny reel on it. But they were saying, I've never taken any type of drug that made me forget about giving my brother a hand job. So it's like you basically get so messed up on drugs that
And then he's like, and then to stay hard while your brother's jerking you off, like,
oh, dude.
Let me say something right now, okay? I have never been a proponent of the I'm too fucked up defense because in a certain area of your brain, you knew what you were doing. You knew. So somewhere in your brain,
You're like, I want to
in
jerk
a
my
secret
brother.
dark little corner that was locked away with a secret key that you swallowed that's hidden down in your tum-tum, there's a little door that you open, and in that behind that door, you're jerking off your brother, which is insane.
and he finds it immediately. He goes to this
Yeah,
like
yeah,
little
yeah,
monk
yeah.
place,
Where are
and
they
he's
at?
like, Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand
but
unlocks those doors.
They go to a little monk place because the sister wants to go there, and so the little brother's like, "I'll go with you." And while he's meditating, he has all the flashbacks and remembers what happened that night. And then he goes over. He's like, "Can we talk about that?" And the brother's like, "Never, no." He's like, "You just look so left out, and I'm a people pleaser." It's
It's a dark show.
spiritual.
That's a good show, yeah.
Spiritual places of worship have to unlock your demons before they can rid you of them. Having a flashback about that in church is wild.
You want to pray here? You know, have you done incest yet? You can't be in here without that.
man.
Like,
I mean, so what's the backstory behind that? Are their characters brothers, Walton Goggins and Sam Rockwell, the two that are having that wild conversation?
No, I think they're just
I think they're just friends.
Okay, so for those of you that like the White Lotus and you haven't caught up, shame on you, because what are you not doing binging HBO premium series television on your TV at any moment that you have the time? In this scene, there's two men, and one is describing to the other how he went on this sex rampage in Thailand, just bedding 1,000 women, and he got so tired of doing that he then wanted to become the woman that he was getting involved with.
What if I was an Asian girl?
Oh man, I can't
savage,
describe that in detail because it's just rough. I mean,
It's phenomenal acting.
It's a great monologue, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just the 1,000-yard Goggins stare.
Oh yeah, dude, his stares are legendary. Dude.
Yeah.
Just like
Like, just-
what?
it keeps you locked in,
Yeah,
and his
it does.
reactions are on point. Like if you were sitting there listening to a friend or even a stranger tell you that same
Yeah,
story,
you're like in awe, but you're
that's
trying to
how
be
your
nice.
face
Yeah,
looks.
you're like, like
and
this
just because it's Sam Rockwell, I'm gonna listen to anything Sam Rockwell tells me, dude.
Yeah, like Sam Rockwell.
and he does all the fancy dancing and stuff. He can do the splits. He's old, dude. He can probably still do splits in 50s. He 50s, Sam Rockwell, 50s.
Probably.
Since you have like a super Christian white male algo on your social medias, bless
Kind
you.
of, yeah. Cat videos.
I get a lot of sure.
Dude,
you know.
it's
Have you
hard.
ever had a woman who had a cat litter box in her house and no cats, and that was her toilet?
Yeah, we showed that.
No.
on here.
Okay, so that's my kind of algo, but not all of it is like brain scarring and gnarly. I
He's
gotta
trying
get
to
the mouse.
compute
Hold
that.
on.
He's trying to compute
It's
that
just
right
like,
now.
get
dude.
ready with me.
Dude, it's weird. She uses she has a litter box for her own personal use in her apartment, and then she takes her stuff and then grows plants with it. So
This is an easy answer because you're also a man, but like, are you using it? If she says, no, not the toilet here, God forbid you have to shit in her house. Like, you got to pop one right
I mean,
there.
I will try it. Honestly, it's like I gotta try it.
Even
I
if she
said the
makes you
same
scoop
thing.
your own.
I'll do it, dude. I'll fucking get up and wipe my own feet. I'll act like my fucking cat, like scrape the sides of it.
So this is
It's not doing anything,
While
but
you're
I'm gonna keep
pooping?
doing. Yeah, like, just direct stare, eye contact while I'm doing it too. Just
This is slightly
great.
less disgusting, but people are weird. Like, okay, we all deal with depression and go through periods of times, and you find certain things to help you get through that. You know, some people seek religion, other people get hobbies. Like, just listen to this and then tell me what you think. She's smiling maniacally like that movie
psycho.
Smile.
I know what I'm saying. Do you?
This is called light languages. There's a bunch of these like Coachella hippie women that just sit out in the desert and with themselves while smiling into a camera. I want them to give us.
I could go out there and just do it with no camera, but I have to prove it.
Oh
I
yeah,
did this.
100%, dude.
How else do you recharge your chakras? You need a camera there to do it.
I want them to give us like an index, like an alphabet, and how you pronounce the language, so we can start speaking these. I mean, if Star Wars and other fantasy universes, if we can speak Klingon,
We got
if we can
Klingon.
figure that out.
The Sims, like Sims have a language. Fucking Minions have a language.
Oh, yeah, that's
Like
true.
it's like it's just a combo of everything into that.
But so I suppose in a certain right, this is centering for people like that. I'm a big routine guy. I like to stay really regimented. I've been getting back in the gym lately. Do you do like coffee? Do you take vitamins? Do you have any kind of regimen that you do?
No coffee. No, I should get back on vitamins. I used to do like a 1 a day thing, but nothing like that. I do try to go to the gym. I've been
You
slacking
raw
on that.
dog life, no coffee. Do you do pre-workout?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
We'll do pre-workout, but yeah,
You
no,
raw
like
dog life.
I'm not one of the ones where it's like I wake up and I need coffee to get started or to do my day type thing. I'm like,
People.
I'm like, nope, I'm up, let's go. Like I'm ready to.
You
do the
never
thing.
were a coffee drinker ever.
I'm
No,
not
so
either.
like I'll drink it every so often, like, but I don't need to like go to a Starbucks or go to a Dunk or like anything any day. Like
Okay.
sometimes randomly I'm like, you know what sounds good? Like a French vanilla. Like all right,
Sure,
that sounds
sure, it's a
cool.
treat.
But-
It's a treat.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
don't. Yeah, I was never really
Energy
got into
drinks?
coffee. I'm a Mountain Dew guy. I drink Mountain Dew. Yeah.
Okay, that's a different kind of caffeine.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, so I switch it for that. Not too much energy drinks, but yeah, Mountain Dew I drink a lot of, and soda and stuff. And then tequila. I drink tequila.
Oh, okay. I mean, I wouldn't recommend mixing this, but this is interesting. I kind of want you to try one of these. So
Yes.
this is Magic Mind. I'm big on the nootropics. Have you heard of nootropics?
No.
They're things that are derived of natural ingredients. There's a lot of mushrooms and adaptogens, but basically the whole purpose of it is to help your brain function at its highest possible level without making you feel jittery like you're losing your mind, because that's really, you as a coffee drinker don't really understand.
Yeah.
If you're a coffee drinker, there's a certain level that you get to where it's like, this is enough caffeine. But all of us out there go, no, little more.
Yeah.
And then you're losing your mind. The beauty of these, because I take it with my morning, I shouldn't say take it like it's a prescription. I drink it with my morning coffee. It makes me enjoy the coffee more, and then I'm just nice and level-headed throughout the day. So go ahead and try one of these. I'm not even going to tell you about the flavors. I want you to take it and then describe it to the
shake it
people.
up.
Derek said that this is better than cocaine, apparently. So, I don't know if you've done that, but
I haven't.
No, I haven't either.
I mean,
Basically, I'm an energy drink guy too, but that is like a cleaner energy drink. Like you don't crash. It doesn't give you the sugar. It's
tasty.
good, right?
He took
It's
a little
nice-
delicate
I took a
sip. I
little
just
bit.
banged it,
Try
dude.
it.
I'm a shooter.
I wanted
Bow.
to taste test it
Yeah,
a little
okay.
bit first, I mean, I could,
Sommelier styles, and then he goes for it.
It is good.
Bang.
It's like a little matcha tea. It's refreshing. It's all natural.
Are you performing tonight?
I am.
Okay, well, you can cruise right into the evening with
yeah.
that. You're going to be dialed in on
Be
stage.
locked in on Magic Mind performing, dude. But yeah, right now it's dope because you can get our code NATURALSLT in all caps. You can get up to 48% off your first subscription and 20% off your first purchase. So please go check that out. Descriptions will be down there. Link, all that fun stuff.
Sweet Derek is the best. He remembers all the important details. I will say this: if you are going to try it, even hit one of the five shot packs just to see if you like it. Take it throughout the week. You have to give it a try. This isn't really a one-time thing. You get a nice little boost from it. Like I said, I'm really curious to see how you will react to that, considering you're not somebody that even drinks coffee. Because I've dialed it back. I was like, I work in construction, so I'm like coffee, energy drink, possibly another one. And that shit makes you feel like you're going to have a heart attack at all times.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, the nootropic stuff is great. I do it. I do it with my gym subs because I'm trying to get away from taking so much caffeine. So like my pre-workout is nootropic. I take these pills, which they want you to take 8 of them at a time, which is kind of intense.
That is a lot.
It's like you're trying to go on a kratom trip after buying a jar of sketchy pills from the smoke shop. 8, dude.
8 is a lot, dude. That's intense.
I'm telling you right now, this is outside of the ad. We've clutched the 2 minutes. Now we're back to my personal time. Yep. I have been shitting relentlessly this week. It's been a lot. I've also been taking sea moss too. I'm on a whole ultra health kick in the moment.
Sea moss?
That's why you watch the litter box stuff. Okay.
We're going organic, fully organic, you know. If the world ends, I need to be able to fertilize my planters in the backyard. Yeah, but I am gassed up. And then like in the midst of being ultra gassy, I found this gem last night. So basically, once again, I'm just gonna let it play. This is a chick farting in various objects, and I'm such a child that this is so hilarious to me. Like I love it.
The funniest thing to me, but I'm never gonna stop. And neither should you.
So she eats shit first.
She still farted though when she ate shit.
She did.
The fact that she plugged her nose. Now that is wild, dude, on the mic.
Into a mic.
Come on.
This isn't an open mic. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And then I think I've seen this one. Because I swear I've seen this corny shit.
Now, she does one on one of those little wavy boards where she swings by the camera.
How long is this fucking video,
It's almost
dude?
done.
I'm being tortured right now.
I mean, honestly, she's pretty cute. I don't mind the farts from
She's
like
wavy
a woman.
boarding, nah. I hate that
Okay,
so
this is the
much.
best one.
That's boring. I'm farting on it. Exactly.
She said, "Speak to him, toothless." Now the one she farts into like a 2-inch PVC pipe, and that shit sounded like a didgeridoo. I lost my mind last night at like 1 a.m. just watching this random woman fart into a PVC pipe. It was a shittery-doo.
Do
You know?
you see the adventures that Instagram could really take you on?
Oh my god.
My shit is dark. I'm all over the place. I'm getting less hobby horse now. I had
Thank God.
an insane amount of hobby horse. I always have a bunch of AI and non-AI thoughts. Have you seen that? They have AI thoughts on Instagram now.
God damn it.
They do. So you think you're like looking at a real chick, but it's not a real chick, dude. It's an AI chick.
I mean, we've talked about it a lot. People that do like extreme sports and stuff, they're always chasing that next big stunt. And it seems like people doing other things are also, because I mean, God, you don't drink coffee. I don't know what to do with you. Like, I feel like you just sip tequila. Like you don't shoot it.
Oh no, I shoot it.
Oh,
Trust me.
okay.
Don't worry about that.
You know what I'm saying? There's moments of excess where you're like, I need more. This just isn't doing enough for me, and I need something that's a little more extreme.
Well, he is extreme, dude. He drinks Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That is extreme, dude. I like Mountain Dew too, but only on special occasions. It's
You give me AI Mountain Dew, I'm gonna drink that too. I don't, you know.
No, I'm not attracted. I do like.
that shit's crazy.
God, we're going down a rabbit hole. I do like
that's
I do like
it's like
short
rabbit
women.
holes.
I would even say little women. I've been on the pod saying that little women. Do you have anything wild? Open the closet door. Let us in there. Tell us some deep dark secrets.
Like, wait, what?
Like a wild story or something that you think would be like fun that you're into, that most people wouldn't be into.
This is why podcasting is difficult,
into.
people. It's like a first date.
Yeah.
You know? We've never met in person. You're nervous. You're like, will they like me? Did I wear something nice? Do I smell good? I mean, we're far enough away, so we don't got to worry about
Right.
that. I did put deodorant on today, though, so at least smelling decent.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not like into anything like super crazy or anything like typical shit. I feel like
No jumping out of planes, You're from Cedar City, Utah?
Yeah,
you
from
snowboard?
Utah. No, wasn't much of a snowboarder kind of guy.
Were you ever in plays? There's a lot of thespians up there. It's really close to St. George.
I did a little bit of that for a little bit, like in like high school and like middle school. I did the plays. My mom does community theater now.
Oh, okay.
Stuff, so she still does that. Back in my hometown, some of the crazy shit. I was at Albertsons when I got robbed.
Oh.
When I was like a freshman in high school, like 2 men came in and robbed the place. I had to duct tape people.
No, what? Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Here we go.
There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
There it is. We found it.
How dare you? They enlisted you to help with the robbery.
I'm an accomplice to this robbery.
Dude. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Like, because it was like right before like closing at like midnight. We went in to go grab some shit. I think it was like a week before Christmas too.
Was it like your family or you were with the
Just
friend?
me and my mom.
Okay.
Just us. And so like we're down an aisle and then I just hear some shouting up front and it's like, everyone get up here. This isn't a fucking joke. And there's 2 guys in ski masks waving guns around.
Holy shit.
And so like I just hear stuff and I just look at my mom's like walking up the front, like doing this. So like I go walk and I sit by her and all of us are in a circle. And
How many people roughly were there, if you remember?
maybe 10.
How
Okay,
old
so
were you at the time?
14.
I would have been like, Mom, let's get the fuck out of here.
I
Like,
would
what-
love,
Yeah, yeah, because you don't know if they're gonna fucking murk you.
Yeah, we
or
don't
like
know.
So horrible. Yeah,
So
scary.
one of the guys took the manager into the back to go to the safe.
That makes
took
sense, yeah.
And then the other guy was around us, and I was just sitting there and just throws duct tape at me, and he's like, "Start duct taping everyone." So I just like
Whoa,
went
see,
up,
I fucking
started
hate
taping,
that.
started taping everyone's.
Are you
wrists
just like
together and
fucking
shit.
like losing your shit, or are you kind of like in a we're like, is this real? Because I feel like when
Yeah.
that shit really happens, you're kind of like so mind fucked that you're like,
Yeah.
is this fake? Is this a joke?
Yeah.
Is this fucking real? Oh my God, I'm scared. Like,
Because it was wild. I don't feel like I was like shaking or anything, but I was just like, okay.
yeah,
And then just
'cause you're
duct
like, what
taping
the fuck?
people.
Yeah, it's like a surreal.
and
That's
just
crazy.
going
Like
If
their
there's
feet,
somebody
man.
you don't like that's like in the group of hostages, you like wrap the duct tape around their mouth and hair.
It's like, oh yeah, start with my mom. I'm like, she's getting the whole fucking roll, dude. Like,
mommy of duct tape, dude. Yeah.
yeah. So, but then while we're doing that, then we're all just sitting there chilling. A guy walked in to like come shopping. He's just like, duh, and then looks, and we're all just standing right there, and he just books it right the fuck back out there.
as you
And I
should.
guess he went out and called the cops while he was out there. And but then yeah, the guys dipped. One of the grocery bagger kids had a phone as well, so like he like wiggled it out of his pocket and like.
So they didn't really threat after like already like subduing you. They just grabbed the shit and then ran. They didn't say nothing?
They just bailed right after that, and then I guess they never caught him. The cops showed up like another like 10 minutes. They like show up all their SWAT gear and stuff. It was like, it took you that long?
Yeah,
They're
10
gone, dude.
minutes
Like,
already
God,
fucking
the
gone.
response time is
Wow.
horrible.
Dude, it was
Yeah,
bad.
that is
It really
bad.
was.
10 minutes. Holy shit, dude.
and so, but yeah, a lady hid in the freezer, like in the freezer in the back
yeah,
and shit, because
yeah.
she heard everything and just went back there.
I mean, that's smart.
This
too.
is like before the days that there would be one person in the group that would sneak their phone out of their pocket and like go live.
Well, so this was like.
Take a couple Snapchats while you're
Yeah.
there.
This was in 2004, so it's like I think
yeah.
only like 3 people had phones in the.
That's
in there,
intense
too.
though, dude.
Yeah.
That's intense. That's wild, dude.
Yeah, so that I was thinking about that the other day. That was something crazy I saw in my hometown.
Man, I don't know. In this day and age, like anytime there's some activity or event like that, I shouldn't even call it an event. When there's something like that going on, there's always someone with a phone camera
Yeah.
that gets it. And I don't
Yeah.
know how these people get their phones out so quickly. Because I was at the premium outlets downtown, and apparently this chick had stolen something from the store, but she was trying to be sneaky about it, so they had time to call the police there to get her. The police met her at the door, and she goes, no, and that's when I start looking, and she books on them because they're like, do not run. She takes off, and honestly, I just would rather. I wish I had a video of this so I could show you because it was hilarious. I'd rather just experience life as it's happening. But she ran. She took a quick glance back at the cop and did not adjust her course, and she ran straight into a pole. Ooh. Bing! Her phone and shit went flying everywhere. This old ass man that was in between me and her was like, ha, ha, ha. And yeah, she got taken down. I feel bad for her.
Officer Pole.
She truck sticked that shit and like got right back up. She did not want to go to jail.
Yeah, but that's the problem with like society in general. I think there's a Black Mirror episode, which I'm stoked for the new season of that. I don't know if you watched that.
I haven't
It's really
watched
good.
that,
Oh,
but
it's
I've
super
been,
good.
Yeah,
It's so
Definitely
dark
check
and
it out.
depressing.
But
I
it's
gotta
still
be
really
in the
good.
right mode for that shit.
But the whole idea is if you see a lot of the videos, like if a fight breaks out or an event breaks out, people don't call for help or nothing. They just film.
yeah.
It's weird. It's like human nature now to be like, I'm going to film this instead of actually helping. It's like,
But then also, like, I feel like we've always kind of been like that because it wasn't that the same, like, back in the day, like, when a woman would just get in or attacked or something like that, they would scream and no one would do anything. So it was like they had to, like...
Boy, he went full dark there.
I'm just saying, that's where it kind of reminded me, like, oh, people are... So instead of... So back then, people just walked by. Now they're just watching it. Like, they're still not helping.
yeah.
What's that scene from Boondock Saints where they're in the church and the priest is giving a sermon talking about some lady? I guess this actually happened in Boston. I'm not going to repeat what he said because that's violent to the ears, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it happened. People saw that it was happening and they did nothing. And the priest was like talking about the indifference of good men. Now, listen, when you're in a public place and something crazy happens, because, like, I don't know, are you a gun guy? You're from Utah/Nevada.
I am from Utah. I'm not. I don't own a gun.
Okay,
but I'm not,
okay,
you know,
that's fair, but
you know.
also not a hater.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
Indifferent.
Like,
You know,
yeah.
I've
I'm like, no,
I've
if
always
that's for you. Cool.
I've always been someone that has one because, you know, I have older parents and people that I care about that are relatively, no slam to them, helpless in situations like that.
Yeah.
So it's more for that. But in situations like that, you're trying to preserve yourself. Like, your fight or flight kicks in. You're like, I don't want to die. I need to get out of here. But also, I feel like in certain situations, especially me, like, I'm not saying I'm some big bad motherfucker, but I am a large man. And there have been situations where people have been acting up and I've had to hit them with the cut that shit out immediately. And usually reasonable people will be like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
And in certain situations, I'll do that. But for the most part, the world's a crazy place. Like, you got to worry about some lunatic. A friend of mine just straight got stabbed on Fremont Street randomly by a homeless person. One of the, do you know Evan Connolly?
Yeah.
They
Evan
had a
got
stabbing at Manic Monday. He was telling us about that on
there
his
was
episode.
right in the parking lot, at an open mic, dude. There was one going on, and that happened. Right in
Well,
the parking lot.
at another open mic a while ago, when they did the one at Ochatai, I guess they were like, people were just hanging out outside, and a homeless guy just sucker punched Johnny Brim, I do believe.
What?
Like, they were just all chilling and something, and
Johnny, no!
just fucking, from what I heard, yeah, they just dropped Johnny, and then like someone like was like, what the fuck, and they like chased him across the street and shit. Like,
What the fuck? That's
Damn, Johnny,
crazy.
I hope you're all right, my boy.
Yeah.
He's collabed with the pod multiple
Oh yeah,
times.
no, this
dude.
was like I think maybe 3 years now.
Oh, that's
coming up on
wild,
that, like
dude.
2 to 3 years ago, from what I remember hearing. Yeah, it was from like, and it's just like what happened? It was like just somebody walking by, chilling, and just cold cocked him.
That's wild. How'd you get into comedy, dude?
I've always been a big fan. I always liked it and everything. But like, what kind of really pushed me was, did you guys know the TV show At Midnight?
Yeah.
So I used to like watch it, and when they were first coming out, they did the Points Me challenge.
Yep.
For the fans at home and for me, because I'm not familiar with this, give us like a quick little overview. What is At Midnight?
So
yeah.
At Midnight it's out now still. It's called After Midnight, but it's a TV show with it was Chris Hardwick was the host, and then he'd have 3 comedians on.
Chris Hardwick did a lot of stuff in like the video game world and like the one.
Didn't he do
TV
Nerdist?
show.
Wasn't Nerdist
He did
his-
Nerdist.
Okay,
Remember
okay.
Nerdist?
Yeah.
If you saw him, you would be like, oh, that guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's like a Neil McDonough.
He did a Singled Out on MTV. Like he was that guy. So if you go that far back,
yeah.
So he would host
Singled
it.
Out. What a throwback
Right, yeah.
right there.
That's
Oh
a
my
good shout.
goodness.
I remember that show, yeah.
And so he would bring on 3 comics, and then they would just be like, so this is what happened on the internet today, or this is what happened, and then they would just do stuff, and then they'd say silly shit, make jokes,
And they get points.
Yeah, and then they do points. They do a thing called Hashtag Wars. That was one of my favorites to do. So it's just basically
It's actually a very fun show. If you watch it,
I
you'd
like
it.
that.
It
I'm
was
gonna have to
cool.
check that out.
It actually was
Yeah.
a cool show, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know
like-
if you could watch it anywhere at this point, but
yeah, probably maybe.
But it was good.
Yeah, like you could look at like one of my favorite like hashtag wars was like ruin a Beatles song. So that it's just like, just take a Beatles title and make it different and stuff, or like
So
make
like
Beatles
hashtag
food,
whatever,
yeah.
make
And
fun
so
of it,
doing
yeah.
stuff like that, and so, but then they were like, all right, if you want to be on the show, tweet your jokes, and then at the end put our hashtag points me. So I just started just tweeting and putting all my jokes and putting that as the hashtag, and their producer contacted me.
What?
That is
Yeah.
such a satisfying feeling.
that's
If you
sick,
crush with a
dude.
comment or
Let's
something
go.
online, people are gonna be like pathetic,
Yeah.
but also it's nice
Yeah,
when
so-
people appreciate the genius in
So
the comments.
they hit me up and they were like, "Oh man, you like we think you're funny. Your tweets are good and stuff like that." And then they were like, "Do you do comedy?" And I was like, "I'd love to, but where I live, like I don't." And they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay." And they're like, "All right, well, we're gonna email you the application form and stuff. Just fill it out, get it back to us." I was like, "Great." And that's all I did, and I never heard back.
Oh, okay.
But the fact that I was like, I just had a producer of a
So
comedy
cool.
show
It's
contact
super
me and be
cool,
like,
dude.
"Hey, you're funny."
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, maybe I can do this and stuff. So then I finally I would look online because when I first started, I didn't have like Facebook or any social medias really. I just had Twitter, so it was hard for me to try and find shit down here open mic wise. So I went on this website and saw the dive bar was just something
Yeah.
that was consistent. So I was like, all right. So I finally drove down from Cedar. It's like a 2.5 hour drive.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, got to the dive bar.
That's a quiet, lonely drive too.
Dude.
It is nice and scenic coming to and from
It is,
yes.
Utah, but
Yeah.
were you on the way white knuckle it going,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck,
I
we
was
gotta be
just-
funny,
'cause
2.5 hours, get it
I'm
together."
Like, I'm by myself, and they're like, it's a 5-minute set. I'm like, okay, so I'm just like listening to music, and I'm just like going over the set, and
Yeah.
just being like, hey, just do this, just do that, kind of style. And I'm like, okay. And I get in, I show up, and it's Randall Thompson hosting, and Randall's amazing. He's one of my favorites now, but like he was super cool because he was just like, wait, you drove from Utah for this? And I was like, yeah, there's nothing in my hometown. Like, this is the closest shit. And he's
Yeah.
like, dude, motherfuckers won't drive across the city to
Yeah.
come do a mic. And he's
Yeah.
like, and you're doing this.
Yeah,
so he
that's crazy.
immediately
Yeah.
kind of liked me because of that.
Respect the dedication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I did a set, and it went, it was fine. I made it through the 5. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I got off, and a few comics were like, hey, man, like, good job. And I was like, thanks. And they're like, you should check out these other mics. And then
Oh,
I
there
got
you go,
kind of
yeah.
told about Rebar. So like, all right, I'll try and do that one. And
Where they do the poetry.
yeah, no, that's
Now-
Corkethorpe. Yeah, Corkethorpe does that. But yeah, Rebar was one of them, and then like Noreen's Lounge was like the first one. So then I just, when I could, I would drive down like maybe once a month, maybe twice a month from Utah, and just coming down and try to
Keep
hit
the
one or
juices
two
flowing.
mics.
That first
back
one,
up.
I gotta ask. I don't know if this is like taboo in the
Mm-hmm.
comedy community. Did you have it rehearsed or scripted essentially? Because I dipped my toe into it. I did one. It's on YouTube if you want to check it out. I did like a short little set.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
But I was like a little playwright. I was like a little William Shakespeare. I had the lines memorized.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to not
Yeah.
fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
My heart was beating. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
fucking God, just get through it.
Yeah, because I was like, I didn't want to have notes. I was like, no, I can do this without notes. Like, let's see if I could do this. And Randall at the time, he would just had his laptop on the stage with the timer. So he would just restart it. So I remember I finished everything I had planned, and I looked down, and I still had like a minute and a half. And I was like, oh shit. And I'm like,
That's
actually,
worse than the light too, because
I'm
you're like,
all right, I got this other bit. I can still do this or try it. And I did it, and I went, cool, that's my time. Like, and I was like, that, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I will say I do enjoy your improvisational skills. Listening, that was the main reason why we wanted to get you on the pod, because like just hearing you do the judging at WrestleMania. And your comments were hilarious. I was fangirling.
You're
I'm not even
crushing.
ashamed to admit it. I was like I was DMing him in the audience as it was happening. I was like, "You're crushing right now."
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Like,
Nice,
dude,
yeah.
that was,
The show was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I had like people like of days after be like, when I'd see them, they were like, that was so good. I was like, you were there? They were like, yeah, man. I'm like, all right. Like,
Oh, you killed it. Like I
Oh,
said,
thank you, man. That was
I was
fun.
so proud of everyone involved with that, because we were there for the initial WrestleMania with Mike.
the first one at Oyo.
Yeah, dude, with Alex, Kool-Aid, Ansel.
You know,
Oh, that was the second one, because I did the first one because I roasted against AJ Rivera, and dude, we sucked.
Oh, was it? Okay, then
We
I think it was
ate
the
shit,
yeah, I think
dude. It was bad.
Yeah, okay. It might have been the second
So then
one.
the second one,
one.
I remember I watched it on Instagram Live, but yeah, that was the one where it was Ray Earl versus Seth Robichaux.
Yep.
And then
Adam versus Haley. I think.
Adam and Haley, and then Todd Royce and Kool-Aid were the
They
main
don't
event.
even really do anything at that Oyo anymore, do they?
Not really.
Okay,
They had the
Oyo,
tent
you're
at the-
stinky.
No,
it
Oyo-
was tough to be in
Yeah,
there.
Oil's
You
not in.
smell,
Oil sucks,
Bro.
dude. Yeah.
You smell, but it's funny because it's a nice progression from Mike to go to that to just packing out
Yes.
the Arts District.
Wise Guys, which is a way cooler,
man,
way
that was
cooler
nice
venue,
to
dude.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, they stepped it up. But like, because at first, like, Oyo, it was owned through, we had the comedy club there. That's the same people who own LA Comedy Club.
Oh, okay.
It was the same guy. So it was like that why they, at first, because Kreis was like, I want to do a show. And it's like, if we do it at LA Comedy Club, it's got to be at midnight, which we can do, but sometimes that's not the best.
Correct,
So
yeah,
but
it's
it's
late.
like, but over at Oyo, he's like, you can do 9:30 on a Friday or Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like, that's a better primetime spot, but then it's still the fucking Oyo.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not
Like,
a great spot.
So yeah, you get 30 people. It's like, that's pretty good pull for Oyo. Like, yeah.
They got the Steak and Shake in there. You know, I got to.
Oh, yeah,
a
I've been
little
there
plate of
before. Yeah.
chili mac. Well, okay. So what are your thoughts on that as a whole? The clubs in town. I feel like Wise Guys is really friendly to the open mic scene in the comedy
Yes.
community. I have a light beef with Kimmel's because I think that Keenan Thompson thing is a total scam.
Oh yeah, they'll hold that wherever. They used to hold it at LA Comedy Club when I first started working there. We had it as a midnight show, and I had to go and work it. And we were there. It was from like midnight to like 2:30.
Whoa, damn.
Something ridiculous
That's
because
brutal,
it was
dude.
like it's like 10 comics, and then the host would go and do time in between every comic too. Usually,
Well, this was insane the time that we went because, you know, we've had a lot of people collab on the pod and we
Yeah.
like when we have the time to go out to shows and
Yeah.
support.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we support when we can. Yeah.
We went to see Chris Spring and a couple other people at Kimmel's
Right.
doing the Keenan Thompson thing. It was a full room and people thought that was the lightest burp ever. People thought that they were going to see Keenan Thompson.
yeah,
Like people in
People
front of us
left.
yeah.
People left when they realized that it wasn't going to be Keenan Thompson.
Did they play the video at the beginning?
No.
I guess they have a video they'll sometimes play, and it's like, "Hey, I'm Keenan. I won't be there," and you will hear the crowd actually be like,
even
"Oh."
more
Maybe we had an
pathetic,
effect
dude.
on that shit,
We
Derek,
did,
'cause we called him out on
called him
social
out. We
media.
tagged them and shit, and we're like, what the fuck? Because I'm sorry, that shit's gross to me. You're selling tickets on your name, and you're not even fucking performing.
Yeah.
And then you're making, I heard, some of the people that go on there have to pay, or
Yeah.
they shill you to post it on your Instagrams,
Yeah.
and then they're like, we'll give you like a minute to 2 minutes, and you could just shout your
no,
fucking socials.
it
That doesn't
was-
do anything for nobody.
It
That
was
don't help
2,
you.
and they had like 40. It was 2 minutes, and they had like 40 people. It was crazy.
Dude, they were lined. Even,
Some
like,
of it was
Adam there,
hilarious
he's like,
because
what the
this
fuck?
guy got up there. He looked like slightly chunkier and darker Prince. He had a billowy shirt on, and he got up and was like, "Well, you know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." Am I right,
Dude, and no
ate
response.
shit a couple more times,
Yeah.
and it like sub-minute, he was like, "Well, that's my time. Have a
Yeah,
good
he
night,"
did.
and walked off.
He pulled out, dude.
And I guess they've been switching up the Keenan stuff lately because one of the other comics here in town did it a little bit ago, and it was at like 4 o'clock. And now that it's at 4, it's like they bring kids in, so it's got to be like clean.
That's even worse.
It was
What a nightmare.
Amir the Miracle.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah.
So
Okay, yeah.
he was like, I knew I had to be like clean, so he's like, I went up there and did it, but they then messaged him and was like, "Oh, we're not gonna have you back because your joke was dirty." And he was like, "I didn't say penis. I got someone in the crowd to say penis." It's like I
the
didn't
loophole.
say it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you still gave him that track
Correct,
in mind.
yeah,
No, yeah, Kimmel's, like, I like them because it's a cool spot, but yeah, sometimes because like I went to go watch Butch Bradley and Brett Ernst on a
Okay,
Sunday night.
Yep.
And I work with them at LA Comedy Club and stuff like that. Like, so I just went, I'm like, "Hey, I'm just here to see the show and stuff." And they're like, "Yeah, it's $40. I was like, I'm a comic. And they're like, "Yeah, you're not on the show though. So if you're not on the show, comics still have to pay."
Yeah.
And I wanted to, because I told a few comics and they're like, "I would have walked out." And I was like, I thought of it, but then they're going to be like, "Hey, you're the guy that walked out when you got told that."
Yeah,
and I'm like,
right.
you know what? I'll play ball for a little, like for 4, like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But then I went and then I texted Butch. I was like, "Yo, I'm here." And he's like, "Come in the green room and hang out." So I'm like, I'm like in the green room.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just paid to do it. I was like, all right, well,
I get
you
a
know.
couple of free drinks,
And, like,
tequila, bring a
Yeah,
bottle.
something.
And like
right?
I told them about it, and
should've
he
gave
was
it
just
back to
like,
you or something.
"Yeah, they had some other comics kind of ruin that for everyone." And I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, and that's understandable too. And with the Keenan Thompson thing, I understand that everyone's looking for that opportunity, and some people, I feel like, take that as a challenge because you have such a short period of time. Adam Dominguez, He went out and did the funniest shit ever because there was a giant picture of Keenan behind him, and he made it seem like it was a memorial. And he turned around and he goes, "We're here today for our friend Keenan. Bless him. He's in a better place now." And I was like, "Damn, that's a killer spot to hit."
Yeah,
like,
it was hella funny.
with that much time.
I don't know. That's just kind of disgusting. Is like because we're still a comedy podcast. We still dabble with you guys and mix and have you on. And for me, I'm not a stand-up, but let us get
a live show, wise guys. We'll get big enough eventually. You'll live show us.
We get a live pod.
Do it.
We'll do it. We jump on.
Yeah, do a fucking live stream. Why not? Or do it on stage.
Yeah, eventually that's the goal, dude. Yeah, do live pods on stage. It'll be hella fun, dude. That's the goal. But
we're trying to keep growing and growing and growing.
Keep going. Keep doing it. Absolutely.
It's a lot of fun. All right, do you want to hit the?
Do the bit. All right, you get to partake in a time-honored tradition of the Titty Cup. Inside the Titty Cup, there are names of random individuals which you must impersonate.
Oh, shit.
So you pull a name, you don't tell us who it is. You do an impersonation, we have to guess who it is. Now, if you get the name and you need to go to the phone for a little inspiration, then what we would ask is that you act it out a little bit and give us more than a voice. Pull one and pass, Derek. And we'll see if someone gets Big Irish Jade, because I did put I did put a random name of someone that nobody knows in there.
I used to do that when I get bored at open mics. I'd go up and impersonate another comic.
Yeah, that's
in town
great.
And just kind of try to talk like them, laugh like them.
So this is our bad impressions bit. So we'll see if we're bad or good.
I gotta say, and this is unintentional, I got a pretty easy one. And don't you dare.
I got one that I have to look at least like a quote or something.
What did we do last episode? Did you go first, Sweet Derek, or did I take the lead? Okay, so we're sandwiching you. So I'm gonna go, then you, then Derek. Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to hit it really easily, and if either of you can tell me with a straight face that you don't know who this is, we're fighting afterwards. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Giggity, giggity.
Quagmire
from Family Guy.
Easy one. I got an easy one. Bad impressions turned easy mode.
Mine is so fucking hard, dude.
I'm glad that you get to crash and burn after I ate shit with Morgan Freeman.
So bad. Fuck. Am I next?
No. Tanner's next. He's got to hit us.
Kiss.
Oh my god.
Run it back for me.
You don't know the greatest musician to ever live before.
Oh, okay.
You don't know excellence when you first hear
it.
Play your instrument, like sing for us a little bit. Give us, hit some licks.
Oh, you nailed it. You know what it is. You
give us some Purple Rain.
Oh, Prince. Okay, yeah.
You should have gone with.
I never meant to cause you any trouble. I'm sorry.
Game blouses.
But that's an impersonation of an impersonation. Yeah. So I was trying to technically do the
skits on Chappelle's show are top tier. The Rick James stuff, Prince. So good. Anything R.I.P. Charlie Murphy. He was the shit. The little
Clayton Bigsby.
All right, I think I got mine, but it's probably gonna be terrible. All right. They may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom.
Hold up your sword. Now stand up and bend over and pull your kilt up so we can see your ass.
Braveheart, Mel Gibson.
Yep, nailed it.
That was okay. Yeah, Mel. Okay, I like it. Yeah, that was a solid one.
All right, thank you.
You took a different route for the Mel Gibson.
I did.
I wish I had a sword that you could have held in that moment. That would have been mystical.
And you do love your favorite color's blue. You'd be blue faced.
Yeah, right.
Right there,
right at the back end of the episode. At this point, even though it's been delayed and we have pump faked you all repeatedly, merch is available on our website. Go check it out. I know nothing about the internet, and I had to build this website and plug this in so you could purchase these shirts. Please support us. We love you. We got some cool swag for you. And also hit us with some plugs. What you got coming up? What are some show dates? Derek, what's the timetable on this coming out?
This should come out in 2 weeks. So this is going to come out the 21st.
21st.
Yeah,
okay.
2 weeks.
Well, for April, I got nothing else really going on. So if anything, I probably will just pop up shows at LA Comedy Club.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And I usually do Tuesday nights at Planet Hollywood, the Las Vegas Live Comedy Club. I do that on Tuesdays. And then May 6th, I'm going to be at the Comedy Store in LA doing a little guest spot right before the Roast Battle League does their show.
Oh, that's really good, dude.
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into the roast battle league over there too. So
Yeah, that's big time.
Yeah,
LA
it's-
comedy scene is huge.
yeah.
So
and it's
roasting
fun.
is like your go-to, like more than normal stand-up,
It's
or
still normal stand up, but like extra shows now lately. Like, yeah, I like being able to roast. I like trying to write new jokes. I like being mean too, because I feel like I can be meaner than I can on my regular stuff or my set. So yeah, I like doing that.
Yeah,
I
cool.
like
Are
being
you
able to
guesting at another WrestleMania in the future? Like, is
Or
that-
are you going to step back into the ring?
Yeah.
Do we have a call out right now to send a Mike Krasner for one of the future WrestleManias?
Mike already knows you got every. I'll take on anyone.
Oh,
It don't matter to
on
me. It don't matter to me.
anyone. Oh,
He will take
shit.
anyone.
I think I did like a fake call out because like Spiro called me out for the judging, and then so after I did a video with Lex, and then I was like, how about me and Spiro challenge each other to see who judges the next one? Like we were just doing that, but Spiro's like, I don't roast anymore, like, which is fine. Kind of, but he was like, I'll think about it. But yeah,
We
like,
are throwing down the gauntlet. Get our man a matchup here. We would love to see it. Check the stories.
yeah. Do it like last minute. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't need time.
Hit up. Yeah, oh my
Savage,
god,
dude, I love
do
it.
that. Call him up last minute. That would be sick. We got to come up with a catchy name though for that. But yeah, check out the social medias. Follow me. Follow Derek. Follow Tanner. Follow all of us. Check the stories. If he's got a show coming up, check him out. We got a great Vegas comedy scene. Go get some entertainment. There's comedy every night of the week. Check out the website. Buy some merch. And we'll see you on the next one.
Later. Bang. There you go. Sweet. That was fun, man.
Hell yeah.
Fucking robbery? Jesus.
That was insane.
Yeah.